As a hardcore racing fan, I assumed that Inertial Drift was going to be another run-of-the-mill arcade racer, but after playing it, I can guarantee that it's not what I expected. G'day guys, Nitro here from PS3 Imports showing you our review for Inertial Drift. Inertial Drift is a twin-stick arcade-like racing game where the main way of turning corners is drifting. Developed by Level 91 Entertainment and published by P-Cube, this brings a whole new challenge to players who thought they knew everything about arcade racing games, including myself. The main focus of a racing game is of course how well it handles and of course the racing. And in this category I can say Inertial Drift does quite well. You have a bunch of different modes and events during the main campaign of the game, and everything that you could possibly think is provided here. Time attack, ghost battles, style events, race, point-to-point checkpoints, and of course, racer duels. So it's in the name, how is the drifting? The drifting is pretty incredible and unique at the same time. The twin stick mechanic really nails that arcade feel, even playing on the most modern consoles around. Using the right stick to start your drift and controlling the trajectory with your left stick, it really makes sure that you think about how you fly into those corners and make sure that you take them in the correct way. Braking whilst drifting will allow you to deal with sharp turns with the downfall of losing a lot of speed. Meanwhile, normal drifting won't lose you a whole lot of speed, but you won't be able to make those tight and narrow turns to avoid walls or obstructions such as sand or snow. And while the drifting is incredible, there is a bit of a steep learning curve to be had here, because drifting is the only way to turn corners. Your turn speed, which is unchangeable by the way, is so slow to the point where it is absolutely useless. This means you'll have to drift around a lot of turns which you should naturally be able to turn around, and this does add a somewhat frustrating level when you play, but it does mean that practicing every track and making sure that every drift counts so you don't lose too much speed is pivotal to success, and it is very rewarding once you do get those really good drift lines as well. And now onto the story, or really lack thereof. The stories provided in this game are really lackluster and, if I'm being honest, quite boring. Depending on which character you choose, you'll have a different view, and it centers around your character getting ready for the Grand Prix. The characters have no depth, and the cutscenes are just lines of dialogue attempting to push you through the story and onto the next race. I found myself skipping all the text entirely towards the end of the second track. As for what you can expect with Inertial Drift, there are 5 different modes that you can play throughout this package. One is the campaigns. It has 4 campaigns spanning 5 levels with 2 difficulties each. Secondly, you have a challenge mode. This is a challenge mode you can unlock just by beating the campaigns. You will use the 12 different cars which all handle differently and allow you to unlock medals based on your performance. Thirdly, you have the arcade mode, which is custom events where you can race and post times and scores to a global leaderboard. Fourth is the hardest mode of them all, Grand Prix. This takes all the cars that you've used and all the tracks that you've done it on and runs you through them and shows just how much dedication you've really put into this game. And finally, you've got the multiplayer and online. Now, multiplayer is a split screen mode, which is always appreciated, especially in these arcade titles, whereas the multiplayer online was pretty much dead on arrival, and even searching now with all my settings at maximum so I can find just anyone around the world, I couldn't find anyone in 10 minutes of searching, so it's pretty safe to say that no one's playing online anymore. Now onto my favourite part, the trophies. In short, this trophy list is a very long and difficult one. This list does contain a platinum trophy, however you'll be looking at about a 70+ hour completion, highly dependent on skill for this one, and the platinum is rated a 7 out of 10 as the difficulty. All in all, I quite enjoyed my time with this title, and I will be persisting for that frustrating yet rewarding platinum trophy. With all the content that this game provides, I think this purchase is very warranted for people who enjoy their arcade races but are looking for something slightly different than the usual. Inertial Drift is $19.99 and is available worldwide on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. It will also run on next generation hardware. Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's free for you guys and helps us out a heap. And if you enjoy our content, why not follow us on Twitter at PS3 Imports. We do guides, giveaways and much more. And if you want to follow me personally, I'm at the NitroX on Twitter and NitroPSN everywhere else. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.